Hey, Peeps Galucia here, and today I have jumped into Tera, a game that I play regularly with many friends, to showcase the new Gunner class and to start up this new series about that and to kind of talk about the game in general, but specifically the Gunner class and just working through it from level 1 to 65, how to play the Gunner class and the best way to do it. But the fun of the series is that I'm figuring it out as I go. So I'm going to do what I can to learn all the best ways to get through this, and then hopefully I'm not too far off and that works out for everybody else and we can all learn together. So really quick while I'm in town, and I just want to give a chance to set things up here. First of all, it's worth pointing out that now they have actually made it so that it's a lot more streamlined, that there's a lot, they've moved a lot of NPCs around, they've taken away a lot of quests that were unnecessary, and they're trying to speed up the whole leveling process throughout the startup area, which of course is where I'm at. It's also worth mentioning that you may notice that I'm going to be leveling pretty quick, and if you jumped into the game, especially if you've never played it before, as Tera is free to play, so you could jump in here if you were so inclined to do so and immediately start playing, that I may be leveling a little bit faster than you, and you may be saying, why is this happening? Well, first of all, if you're watching this video like a month from now, it's because for the next month, there's double XP for the 3-year anniversary of Tera. But on top of that, I also have elite status, which this game is free to play, but if you pay a monthly subscription, you get the elite status, and among other things, that gives you a bonus XP as well. So there's multiple things going on there. So let's quickly talk about the Gunner class. It's a setup where you can only be a female Castanic or High Elf, and I already have a High Elf character that I'm working on right now, so that's why I went with the Castanic. So those are your limitations with that. But yeah, I just started, so when you first start off, the only abilities you have is the basic attack and the dodging roll. I think it's called the reload roll because it refreshes your scatter shot ability, and then you get the scatter shot ability, and then the second one I just got, the arc bomb. So those are the only two abilities that I have so far, and I will show you how those work out in a second. So the point of this series, the overall point that I was trying to do with this, is that whenever I play a different class, one of the original classes, and I want to know about that class, say I'm starting a brand new one that I've never tried before, Sorceress, because I've never done those ones before. The Sorcerer class I've never done. So if I wanted to know how the Sorcerer class worked, maybe you would look up a guide online. Usually, though, the guides online focus on the end game for whatever class you're actually looking up. And the max level for Tera right now is level 65, so that's what they typically focus on. They'll say, hey, these are all the skills you have to use. And here, let me open this up real quick. See how there's all these grayed out skills that I can't use yet? Eventually, those obviously get unlocked. Speaking of unlocking, I can level up stuff because you don't have to go to a trainer to do that now, which is very exciting. And we got a new ability, the Time Bomb. We will look at that in a minute. But yeah, so they'll say, you know, like, these are the skills you want to use. This is the order that you want to use them. They'll even suggest where to put them, like put this one like 1, 2, 3, 4, like chain them by doing this, this, and this. You know, they'll tell you what glyphs to use, which, you know, when you start out, you don't even have glyphs. And then later on let's see. Oh yeah, the glyphs. So yeah, each move has these glyphs that augment the move. So this is our basic attack, Blast. The very first glyph on it, just as an example, increase the skill damage by 20%. So it just makes it more powerful. And those are the kind of things that you can assign glyphs and stuff like that. And they base that off of the max level. So they're basically just saying, do these things. Retrieve the obelisk shard from the stone beaks. All right. I actually have to read these story quests because, like I said, they're different now. I guess we should probably look at the Time Bomb and see what that does now before we start combat. Fire a shot that explodes on impact or up to 20 meters away, leaving behind a time bomb that detonates 2 seconds later. Enemies near a time bomb are slowed, and the secondary detonation blasts. Huh. Alright. Is it always 20 meters, or is it where I aim? Like, I want it to go right there. Oh, okay, yeah. Wow. All right. Nice. Oh. So they've added a lot of things. I'm going to try to go over these as best as I can. A little bit of a roll, a little bit of a scatter shot. Nice. Oh, and that's going to chain into the time bomb, apparently. So I'll catch you up on everything. You got your basic attack, which I didn't even use. The rolling reload, which you saw me do there, that automatically refreshes the scatter shot. That's a spread, and it works better the closer you are, unless you're hitting a wide range of targets. Speaking of which, let me back up really quick. And then this was the arc bomb. You saw that a second ago. That is, it lobs a bomb up to 14 meters away, and it will stun nearby enemies. And a lot of these abilities are replenishing willpower, which is this bar here, and that's new. No other class has the requirement of willpower. So there's going to be other abilities later that use the willpower. So it's going to be a combination of using moves that generate it, and so on and so on. I will make a suggestion that anyone that's starting any new character, if you're new to the game, or if you want to try the gunner, to switch your channels. So if you're new to the game, up here is the channels. I'm in channel 8 right now. You can see that channel 5 is the only one that's low, and the first 3 are high. That's the population of players that are in there right now playing the game. And you're going to be fighting all of these players for... Whoa. That's the first time anything has hit me right there. You're going to be fighting players for stuff, for gathering things and for killing things. It's going to be a big battle. Fighting for supremacy and getting what you want, because everyone is starting their new gunner class. Earlier today when I was working, my wife was, Shalrina, she was trying to play and she couldn't even get in because it was just so crazy crowded. Okay, although I could start a little bit farther away, I think I want to start closer right now with the abilities that I have. I can scatter shot them, the time bomb throws them up in the air, and then as they start to approach me, then I can arc bomb them, which stuns them, and then just finish them off. That seems to be the deadly combo right now that is completely setting these guys up for failure. Let's try it again. Again, because if you're closer, then you're going to have more of a effectiveness on your arc bomb. Then we can hit them with that, or not the arc bomb, with the scatter shot. The scatter shot's more effective close up because it spreads out as you shoot it. You can see the pattern in the ground there as it like spread out all over the place. And then once they start to get kind of close, we can hit them with the arc bomb, which is a stun. Oh, we just got double aggro on that one. That's fine. That's fine. We're gonna get up close. We're gonna arc bomb or scatter shot. I gotta get used to these names. Now these guys are good practice too. I would recommend for anyone that's new because they're really slow. I mean, now they show you where they're gonna attack, but which is cool. But they that's brand new. They haven't always done that, and they are really, really slow and very easy to predict their moves. So if you're new to the game, regardless of what class, that's a good point of interest. Good practice. Okay, that was a time that I actually got hit a little bit, so I was going to highlight that so you could at least see what happened there, because that was a quote-unquote boss fight. And so for that one, I had to mix it up a little bit, so I did have to use the roll to recharge the scatter shot, hit him with a second time bomb. The recharge, or the refresh rate for that, I think is going to be, it's pretty good now, but I'm sure that can be fixed with a glyph later on to be even faster. That may be necessary. It seems like it's a pretty essential move. Okay, these groups are a really good demonstration of a little bit of crowd control. You can see that they're not together. I got to get these imps and that guy. So I'm trying to put the time bomb kind of between them a little bit. But the nice thing is I can stun him, do a rolling reload. You know, I can take out large groups with the scatter shot. You know, the minion type guys are really weak typically. So you can see like one scatter shot and all those guys just dropped. So the crowd control is definitely something that can be like the range on the time bomb. It doesn't have a giant circle. If you can get them a little bit closer, like these guys are right now, that's really helpful. Maybe scatter shot some of the guys on the outside first. I would have arc bombed him there, but it was still on a cooldown. I think more than the time bomb, it's going to be critical to reduce the cooldown on the arc bomb. That's going to be definitely a requirement. Okay, so our first time against the boss. I like that at one point they added a big like percentage thing that we can look at now for. Okay, that stunned him. Okay, the stun's working. Looks like the time shift was working as well. Oh, not when he jumps out of it. Okay, let's get the willpower thing fully charged and then... Whoa. Glitchy much? Get over here. Oh, he reset. Oh, that's crap. The whole area is a giant boss area. The fact that he reset is ridiculous. Okay, point of interest though, unlike the Archer, at least that I remember of the Archer, I didn't play it a whole lot. You can, the abilities you stop to do those, but you can run and gun as I'm showing you here. So like doing the dodge like I just did there to avoid a move is definitely something that you want to do, but just running and gunning is really helpful for that as well. Do not reset again. Get over here. Get over here. Thank you. Alright, let's bust out this thing. Okay, that was ridiculous. That did an absurd amount of damage. I know you were paying attention to that. That did an absurd amount of damage. Super useful. Okay, we don't need to watch that. So there you go, guys. That's really the beginning of it. When I turn these quests in, I will hit level 11. And then after that, you just have a couple of like random like people to talk to, and then you head off to the main city of Velica. You got to do some crap around there, and then you head off to your next actual questing area. So when we pick this series up, it will be in Lumberton, which is the questing area outside of Velica. I don't think I have to show you anything in Velica. It's all pretty self-explanatory. Just make sure that, again, if you're new, make sure to do plenty of exploration in Velica. You want to talk to all the people. There will be a couple quests for you, but you want to make sure that you talk to everybody and get everything that you want, that you need to get before leaving Velica. There's plenty to do there. So spend some time checking it all out, and then you'll be out in Lumberton like I will be for the next video. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate the view and support as always, and until next time, later.